Okay, this is my first YouTube video. We're gonna be talking about the Alexander posture, GOATA, and the correct way to move, all of that. So the Alexander posture is poop. I don't know what that is about. We already know, if you followed me for long enough, fascia does not cause anything in your body. It changing or adapting is a byproduct of the rest of the body doing something. That's it. You cannot do anything with fascia. Fascia is not a driver of anything. It doesn't cause anything. If you get somebody and get somebody right next to them, same attributes, give the other one thicker, more elastic fascia, they're gonna be the same dude. Now that we've got that out the way, let's talk about GOATA, right? Obviously, we know GOATA biases the heaviest and most stable parts of the body. You can literally see it in the best athletes on the planet. It's simple. Everybody can move a correct way. Just because everybody has different limb lengths, just because everybody has different weight, it doesn't mean that there's a better way for that person to move specifically. No, we all have the same body parts. I have plantar fascia, you have plantar fascia. I have a glute max, you have a glute max. We have the same muscles. If that applied to everything, or applied the way that people are implying it works, bicep curls would look different for every other person. They don't. My limbs may be longer than Joe, Tim, and Bob. We still bicep curl the same way. Just because we walk differently, that's a nervous system deficit or a strength deficit. You can do everything the way everybody else does. And now let's talk about the Alexander posture and why it is so terrible. So first off, let's start with the fact that they are utilizing a rounded back and a straight neck. When you are straightening out your neck and looking down, you are putting as much pressure as you possibly can on the nuchal ligament. And that is whatever, honestly, that is cool, because some people might have a really thick nuchal ligament. I know I do. Anyways, let's talk about the conformity of the posture. When you round out body parts, you are now conforming that body part to gravity. Every single muscle in our body is made to fight gravity, not conform to it. If you round things to feel as loose as possible and as compressed as possible, essentially, that is how you create ridiculously irreversible problems. That is how you change your spine curvature. That is how you destroy nerves. That's how sciatica happens. That's how all of that happens. Conforming to gravity, conforming to a movement, or conforming to the environment you're put in. Example, sitting in a chair for a long time. That is a massive reason why so many people have back problems in this day and age. It's not a mystery. It's sitting down. It's conforming. The erectors are made to erect. If they're not erected and they are conforming in a stretch position constantly, it is going to mess up the back. And that's also how people get so many bulging discs. And the thing that makes it even worse is there's a dude on the internet saying GOATA plus Alexander method plus lengthening your fascia, straight misinformation. I don't understand how you can even get to this conclusion, dude. Anyway, Alexander method and GOATA are literal opposites. GOATA is fighting gravity. It is finding the best way to be stable against gravity. You are utilizing your mechanical advantages against gravity. Obviously, I've already said, the Alexander method is quite literally the opposite. And it's also like, it's a question of IQ sometimes, because it's like, how do you see this posture? How do you see this posture? What is the word? It expresses the worst posture we're supposed to have. Obviously, when you do the Alexander posture and just exaggerate it a little bit, it's over. You're already in the posture of somebody who has some type of disability or problem. It is a terrible posture to be in. I don't know, what are people thinking? And here is another reminder. I don't know if I said it already. I said on my Instagram and showed you how to have the best posture. If it hurts you or if there's a problem, that shows you need to work on something. That is a skill issue. That means there is a problem with your body. There's a problem with the tissues in your body. There's a problem with your nervous system. Because what I'm showing you is the perfect way to fight gravity. There's no other way around that. Well, I mean, this is a YouTube video, my first YouTube video. So we're also gonna talk about the contradictions in fascia. All right, there are studies with the endomysium, perimysium, and the epimysium, talking about how, those are layers of fascia, by the way, in the muscle. It talks about how those can contribute to athleticism. The only problem is no amount of fascia training is gonna contribute to that. Why? Because all fascia training is moving. If you use the muscles with the endomysium, perimysium, whatever, word jumble, with those parts of fascia inside of them, the fascia is going to get stronger regardless. If I do bicep curls and and I'm getting stronger, the fascia is going to get stronger with it. There's no such thing as being fascia driven. That will always be my point, because there's no such thing as being fascia driven. You can't use your fascia to do something. When you're utilizing a voluntary action, nervous system, muscle, tendon, bone, that's how that works. Nervous system uses the muscle, pulls on the tendon, moves the bone. That's it. That's how that works. There's no fascia movement. Even though it is an elastic tissue, it's an elastic tissue so it can survive impact. It can survive moving, jolting around, so it can hold things in place. If it didn't and it was just calcified or bone, it could break and it would be over. You know what I'm saying? It's made to hold things in place. That's it. There's no fascia athletes. There's no athlete who uses fascia to his leisure, whatever, bro. It doesn't work like that. This is a big reason why we're out of all the coaches we see online, the only commonality is the fascia people or anybody who uses fascia as a selling point. Sucks. They suck. And even if they don't, the reason not because of fascia, fascia doesn't do anything, bro. It does what we say it does, and when we look it up, it adapts to your movements. It will get bigger, it will get thicker, it will get more elastic. But it doing all of that does not make you better. It's doing that to survive you. So now that I've established what fascia is, it's made of collagen. We know collagen adapts way slower than muscles do. So if you apply the Alexander posture to your fascia to lengthen it, what would happen? Nothing at all. Why? Because it does not adapt fast enough for that. Not only does it not adapt fast enough for that, but that does not lengthen your fascia. Getting into a bad posture? What? Are we serious? No, it's connective tissue. It's not posture tissue. It's connective tissue. It has nothing to do with posture. Your muscles are the reason for it. Your muscles are the reason you're able to do anything. Your muscles pull on tendons. The reason you have an elastic feedback, or the reason you have these fast movements, powerful movements, and you may be skinny or more powerful than somebody who's bigger than you, it's because of tendons. It's the tendons responding to the muscles. That's why there's people who are skinnier than me who jump higher than me. It's because they have very strong tendons. That's it. There's another little myth talking about how fascia relates to your flexibility. No. Acclimating to a lack of actin and myosin overlap is how the nervous system creates the adaptation for flexibility. That's it. Fascia has nothing to do with it. Oh, but fascia has nerves in it. So does your skin. Does that mean my skin contributes to my athleticism? No. You having nerves from the nervous system running through an area, that does not make that any more significant than the nervous system. The nervous system is doing the job. It's doing its job. The fascia should not be taking any credit for what the nervous system's doing just because it's passing through the fascia. Your fascia having nerve endings in it does not make the fascia any contributor to athleticism. Obviously, you need it to survive. Does that mean it contributes? No. Fascia does not drive anything. It does not drive anything. It is a tissue in the body made to keep organs, bones, muscles, all of that in place. It does not drive anything. You cannot do a fascia-driven throw as opposed to a muscle-driven throw. You either throw correctly or you don't. This is the first YouTube video that I'm making. I can't believe I'm here. I can't believe we're in here. I can't believe you know me. I can't believe I know you. Subscribe, like, go be great.